look, the weather here is not great. In other parts of the northeastern United States, not far from us, it was way worse. So the winter storm in and around Buffalo specifically brought ice, high winds, and this stretched out to the U.S. Midwest, Pacific Northwest, knocked out power for hundreds of thousands of homes and businesses over the weekend. It affected a lot of things. We all know the National Football League is a monster. This was weekend number 1 of the playoffs in the NFL. The Bills and Steelers was supposed to happen in Buffalo yesterday. It got postponed to today. And we have a shot here. They're shoveling the stadium. Let's see how it's going in Buffalo. Oh, it's going great. This is how it's...
That looks like what Buffalo would be like.
This is what's... they're really getting ready for that game today.
Yeah, totally.
And hypothermia.
There you go.
So as of right now, the game at 4:30 in the afternoon. There's a lot of beeps in here. The game at 4:30 in Buffalo today is still on, and Frank will have a radar look just in a second of what the deal is in Buffalo.
That's late this afternoon, or apparently?
4:30 Eastern today. It's scheduled to happen. Steelers-Bills. The other cold game, it was like minus 30 in Kansas City Saturday night between the Dolphins, the Miami Dolphins, and minus 30 weather in Kansas City. Some of the visuals, Patrick Mahomes' helmet decided to go on strike here.
When it broke.
And it snapped, a piece snapped clean off. This was in the second half. That's how cold it was. And these helmets can, suffice to say, withstand a lot. So that's what's left of the helmet. We're going to show you what's left of Andy Reid's mustache. He's the head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs. This was not doctored in any way. This is a real human mustache in that weather.
But think about what that football would have felt like catching, and it would have been a rock.
Oh, it's rough.
Yeah,
it's rough.
Even you know how you hold on to it.
And even to kick that football as well.
Finally, on my end, yes, Taylor Swift did show up. I was wrong. Taylor Swift showed up wearing an 87 jacket, and the jacket actually made a lot of waves online. It was designed by Christian Usyk, the wife of a 49ers player. Your thoughts on the jacket quickly, Mayor? You like it?
Yeah.
Great jacket?
Yeah, that's a win right there. I think they said twinning and winning was the post.
Twinning and winning?
From Brittany. Yeah, twinning and winning, yeah.
All right, so I know Frank's gone down this road a couple times. I was under the impression the threat of snow was done in Buffalo, which is why they kind of pushed it to today. That's not the case, Frank. No. What are you seeing on the radar?
The reason for snow, of course, is lake effect. Lake effect is caused by cold winds blowing across open water. And it's just like a snowblower, right? So wherever the wind direction goes is where the snow will fall. And right now, this is a current live look this morning towards Buffalo. So what you see to your left is Lake Erie. So that warm water, Lake Erie, cold air blowing across. The deeper blues is the intensity of the snowfall. I'm going to tell you where the stadium is just south, almost into Hamburg, is where the stadium is. So right now the stadium is not seeing snow, but just north of the stadium, just seeing an update, continuing to snow and whiteout blizzard-like conditions. So for people traveling from, let's say, Toronto into Buffalo for the game today, good luck. This is going to continue throughout the morning and into the afternoon as well.
But that border has reopened? That border, okay, it's
border
open.
did at 6:15.
I see, okay.
So the border, what's interesting, the border, you'll cross the border and be like, what's he talking about? There's no snow. And it'll be all of a sudden, boom, it'll be a wall of white that you'll be into for probably about a 20-minute duration of drive. Well, it depends on how slow everybody's driving. And then you'll get out of it. But it's so directional, all based upon wind direction.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was in Niagara Falls over the weekend, right? Enjoying the falls. And then, of course, across on the other side, you're like, whoa, it's all coming down. And you can sort of see it
So if that wind went a little bit more southerly, it would have pushed right into the area of Niagara Falls. And that's like even off Georgian Bay. I was up at Horseshoe Valley this weekend. The amount of snow we were getting up there was unbelievable. So much fun to ski in.
Yeah.
But then just a little further south, it was sunny at my house in Bradford.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people in our viewing area who might be going down to this today. Just be very, very careful based on what Frank just told you. And by the way, new stadium is coming to Buffalo in 2026, costs $1.7 billion. Ask me if they're building a roof.
Yeah.
Are they not building a roof?
They're not building a roof. They're not.
Was that not
They want the elements in Western New York. Let's go, Buffalo.